Hello, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We are back for another stream. Late one, we know. We don't normally stream this late, but we thought we had to do a stream because, wow, what a game we've just witnessed there. I'm sure we'll discuss that game. Man United v Chelsea. We've just finished watching that in that incredible late drama, which we'll come on to. And yeah, we thought we'd do a Kneejerk stream. We thought we'd go live. Because obviously Gameweek 31 has just ended and it's been a big week, a bit of mad things happening as well. So yeah, we'll discuss it all in the next half an hour, 45 minutes or so. But yeah, how you doing, Jordan? How's your evening gone so far?
I think I'm getting over trauma, I think, after that, watching that game. I have no words. But apart from that, I'm good.
But, yeah, sorry for making you stream straight after that game, because I don't even know what to say about it myself. Honestly, I'm a neutral sort of in the sort of like in the game. That was just a mad game.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Brentford was bad, but that ending to that was a twist. That was a bigger twist than I've seen in films. But yeah, interesting one.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll get into it. I mean, let's talk about how our Gameweek 31 has gone. I'll let you start off today. Normally it's me going first, but I'll let you go because I haven't loaded my team up yet.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah. Or do you want to bring it up on the live FPL website? Because I think it's got the live ranks.
It's kind of crashing at the moment.
I think I've managed to get mine up. Just yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go.
Oh, but yeah. In terms of this though, Leno in goal. He gets only 1 point for his game against, I believe, Fulham against Nottingham Forest, and they lost 3-1. So no clean sheet for Leno and a point taken off for the goals he conceded, which left him on 1 point. And yeah, it looked like it was going to be end-to-end, in which it was, but Nottingham Forest took the 3 points at the end of that match. Moving on to defence. So Doughty, he did play 90 minutes and he did actually play that game, surprisingly, and his flag has now disappeared. I was quite surprised he managed to play that 90 minutes, considering his injuries before the last 2 games looked a bit uncertain, and he's 50% as well. But yeah, it didn't really come of much because Arsenal scored 2-0, and the clean sheet was white for Doughty without any returns. Moving on to Brentford, he played obviously the full 90 minutes, but they did draw 1-1 to Newcastle, and I think Isak was the goal scorer for him. So well done for those who brought Isak in for that. And then Everton did equalise though, but nothing from Brentford. Moving on to Gabriel, I'll say very comfortable, nice clean sheet again for Arsenal. I think they've got the most clean sheets now in the Premier League. And yeah, nice 6 points from obviously Gabriel for that. He only clean sheet or return in my defence, but he seems to have saved me in terms of keeping clean sheets for me this week and last week as well. So let's move on to the midfield 5, and this is where it gets a bit more interesting. So Foden blows Aston Villa away with his hat-trick and only playing 80 minutes of the game, and then he came off. But yeah, Foden down the middle while De Bruyne and Haaland not playing. I feel like, yeah, Man City are all right with not playing their top players like Foden and obviously Kevin De Bruyne. No, sorry, Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. When you've got a Foden who can play central position and score 3 goals, nice free kick as well. Not sure what the wall was like because it was had a gap in it, so not clear what they were thinking Aston Villa with that. But nice result from Foden with the 20 points, which I didn't expect he would go that big against Aston Villa, and Man City went on to win 4-1. Moving on to the captain pick this week, which is quite a surprise, but at the same time, not really. But Salah did blank. He only played an hour in that game where Liverpool won 3-1. He wasn't a part of any action in terms of the goals. And yeah, Sheffield actually did score, I believe, the first goal in that game, and Liverpool were down and they came back 3-1. So yeah, a bit frustrating, I think, for captainers, as you can see from the rest of the points on where they've actually gone. And Salah only ended up with 1 point and 2 for the captaincy. Now moving on to obviously Palmer, who pretty much matched Foden this week on his 20 points as well, getting the late drama hat trick in that Man United game. I can't believe how Man United have thrown that away like that. It's literally they're lucky to not do that against Brentford last game, but this one is worse. I feel like they were leading ahead, and then they concede a penalty. Palmer scores it, and obviously again Palmer scores. I don't know what to say about Man United. Delo, I don't know what he was thinking at that time, but he didn't have to do that at all. No way. As a Man United fan, I'm very disappointed in obviously how we played against Chelsea and how we threw away those 3 points, which probably knocks us out of even getting Europa League or Conference League now. So yeah, not very happy with that performance, but good on obviously Palmer getting his hat trick and the 20-pointer, especially if he did captain him against obviously Salah in that game. Moving on to Saka, obviously he didn't play, so he's auto subbed off for Semenyo, who gets 3 points. So yeah, it was an interesting one. I thought there was doubt Saka would start in that game, but yeah, he didn't play any minutes whatsoever and was on 0 points. He is currently flagged at the moment for I think a muscle injury, but we'll see what happens next week. Son, again, that's the player I brought in for my -4, blanked against West Ham. Tottenham did score, but nothing from Son whatsoever from that game. So a little bit disappointing and typical when you bring him in and obviously he blanks as well. Moving on to the front two, so not really much fortune. Haaland, surprisingly again, no, he didn't play either. So he's also subbed off for Bell, which doesn't really matter because Bell didn't play. So that's 0 anyway. So nothing really consistent there. And Muniz, he played 90 minutes, but he didn't score against Nottingham Forest, even though Fulham scored 1 against them. So yeah, nothing really to talk about in the forward line. It was mostly in the midfield, really, where the action was in my team. And the rest of the bench, obviously, it's out injured with red flags. So again, there's not really much to talk about on the bench currently. But in terms of the game week, I did take a -4. I got 59 points. After the -4, that's 55. So yeah, I was well under my safety. My safety was 63. So it's a red arrow. My old rank was 40k. And my new one is now 52. So I have dropped down slightly. I think Foden did save me from dropping further for his 20-pointer because a lot of people did get rid of Foden ahead of that Aston Villa game. But yeah, I think again for another -4, it's not such a bad week. I think it could be much worse.
Okay, so what was your rank pre this game week?
It was 40k, and
40K.
now it's dropped down to 52.
Okay, I'm going to calculate my exact points because I believe let me pull up my team because I did have obviously but the website isn't working properly.
Yeah, the website keeps crashing. I think from everyone checking their ranks, seeing where they are.
I don't even know how many points I'm on. I think I'm on 70. I'm not sure that's accurate, the one on the screen. So let me pull up my. I think I'm on 70 points. Let me just pull it up. So this is what my team's currently looking like, guys. So for those that don't know, let me zoom in. Can you see that a bit better, or? I mean,
Yeah.
it might not be great, but hold on.
You might need to move it to the right a little bit.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's this weird website.
That's better.
All right, I'm just going to show you guys like this. All right, so that's not even my team. What am I doing? I don't know who this guy is. Oh, hold on. What is going on? All right, let me switch it over to your team, Jordan.
Yeah, no worries.
because that is not my team. I typed in a random code. That makes sense.
But yeah,
Okay, so
I do see you're on 77.
am I?
Yeah, you
Oh
are.
yeah, my bad. I am. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I was looking at the wrong team. I was looking at because I remember in the old stream, the last stream, I had to pull up Dara's team. One of our subs. My bad.
Yeah, that's right. That's all good.
So yeah, I am on 77 points, guys. My bad. So I'll go with my what I've done. So I've had an outstanding week, really. Couldn't really have gone any better. A bit of luck as well I've had. I'll get into how that's happened. So yeah, as you guys know, for those that don't know, I don't believe I was in the deadline stream, but you all know I did wildcard this week. Unfortunately, I wasn't there on Tuesday for the deadline stream because I had work. But I am on a wildcard 31, and it's started off really good. So I'll start off with my team in Kelleher. Now, I brought Kelleher in as my goalkeeper. Unfortunately, Liverpool didn't keep a clean sheet today. A lot of us thought Liverpool would. I think the goal they conceded was a bit unfortunate. It was a bit of a lucky goal from Sheffield. I didn't think, to be fair, Sheffield probably did deserve the goal because they had a few attacks where they could have easily scored. I mean, Sheffield could have scored within the first 2 minutes of the game or the first minute of the game, but they missed the chance. Kelleher with a good save. But Bradley did score an own goal, kind of hit Bradley and then went through Kelleher's leg. It's a bit unfortunate the way it conceded, but Kelleher does come away with 3 saves, so gets the 1 point. So it ends up with a 3-pointer, even though he conceded. Into the back 3. So you doggy. Obviously, we know Spurs did draw 1-1 to West Ham. No attack in return from Udogi, so he comes away with 2 points. 8 Nuri is the big one on my wild card. So as you guys can see, 8 Nuri was one of the guys we were speaking about as a transfer in because he's been really good recently in terms of going forward, looking a bit threatening, and I was very happy when I found out that he scored. Played the 90 minutes, got the 1 goal in Wolves' game. I believe that was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I forgot who they played. Just bear with me for a sec. Yeah, it was so it was on
Burnley.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
But yeah, Tuesday,
Burnley.
1-1 draw against Burnley. They did come away with that 1-1. So that was very nice to see 8 Nuri get an 8-pointer, which is fantastic, especially with his ownerships very low. It's a nice differential. Gabriel, on the other hand, 6-pointer clean sheet is what we expected from Arsenal to keep a clean sheet against Luton. It's quite comfortable in the end for Arsenal. We expected a clean sheet, and no one's surprised to see Gabriel come away with that 6-pointer. Moving into the midfield, let's start off with Cole Palmer. As we know, we've just seen that crazy match between Man United and Chelsea. Man United were winning 3-2 on the 99th minute of the game. And then from nowhere, within a minute or two, it's flipped on his head and Chelsea have scored 2 goals, which is just crazy. Dalot gives away a penalty for no reason. And then Man United, I don't know what they're doing. It's a corner to Chelsea. And then they just pass it to Cole Palmer. No one around him. He just shoots, gets a deflection, and then he goes in. So yeah, Cole Palmer comes away with his first hat trick, I believe, in senior football. Oh, he's been a great signing for Chelsea. And yeah, I mean, comes away with the 3 bonus points as well with a 20-pointer. Saka was also on my wild card. Now, I wasn't going to get Saka in my wild card. I was going to get Odegaard, which I regret not doing because Odegaard did score on Wednesday. So that was a bit unfortunate because I could have had an even bigger haul if I took that risk. But I went Saka. I always did say, I said in a couple of times in the transfer tips video, don't be surprised if Saka gets a benching. And he did. He was actually not. He was even in the squad. So, but I am glad that he was actually benched in the end because I did get an auto sub. And as you can see, first bench, it is Garnacho, who had a bit of a stormer today. Garnacho coming on for my auto sub. He did score 2 goals against Chelsea. I don't think he got any bonus in the end. I'm not sure. I think he got dropped out the bonus when he got subbed off, but he was on, I think, 1 or 2 bonus points as well. I believe he comes away with a 14-pointer, Garnacho. So I still take that end of the day. Can't complain. 2 goals from him, auto sub for Saka, worked out perfectly. And I was very happy to see Garnacho get on the score sheet. And that is, of course, a massive differential. I think he's only 5.6% effective ownership in my rank.
Great differential.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to play him. I obviously got a bit lucky because I was going to play Saka. But I did want Garnacho for the future, so I bought him in. Obviously, I kept him first bench, and it paid off massively. Son, disappointing, blank. However, obviously, he's been really good so far for me, but he does come away with a blank, unfortunately. In Spurs, is a 1-1 draw against West Ham, so not really much to discuss there. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how Son did in that fixture either. Moving on to Salah, again another frustrating one. Salah was actually subbed off after an hour. Now we know Liverpool have a massive game against Man United on Sunday, so I think Klopp was also looking at that game on Sunday. Didn't want to overwork Salah, I think. And Salah wasn't great. He wasn't as involved as he usually is. Bit quiet, not as much intensity. I don't think Liverpool were great, even though they did win 3-1 in the end. And they had a lot of possession. I think Liverpool broke a statistic today. I think Liverpool had 83.1% possession in the game, which is the highest recorded in the Premier League match since 2003. Liverpool had the ball. They were dominating possession, but the first 60 minutes, I thought Liverpool were a bit sluggish. It's like they needed Sheffield to score to start trying. And then obviously we know McAllister goes and scored that excellent goal and sort of wins it for Liverpool in the end. But yeah, unfortunately, Salah comes with a 1 point. Obviously gets 2 points as my captain. So that was disappointing that a lot of us were looking at this game against Sheffield where Liverpool could go massive, but it didn't really happen for Salah. Moving on to my front three, as you guys know, one of the main reasons I wildcard was the striker position. I wanted new strikers. I was sick and tired of seeing Tony in my team, and I can't remember who else I had. I think I had an injured Watkins. So I did bring in Haaland, Isaac, and Darwin. Haaland, unfortunately, did go and get benched in that game. Luckily for me, he didn't come on. So I did have Van Heck coming off the bench. I know Van Heck, he went and got a 6-pointer after the 0-0 draw against Brentford. So it couldn't go any better in terms of the auto subs. Garnacho coming on for Saka, and then Van Heck coming on for Haaland. And that's a lot of points there. That's 20 points off the bench for myself, which is essentially like having a little mini bench boost. So yeah, Van Heck comes on, 6-pointer. Again, he's very low owned. I think 2.3% effective ownership around my rank. So that helps. So yeah, it's very good to see. And then Isaac, another player that I wanted, one of my reasons why I wildcarded, he did score. I think on Tuesday night when Newcastle played at home to Everton, Isaac did get a goal. He also had another assist potentially ruled out due to offside. So he could have had a bit more. Obviously, 8-pointer, can't really go wrong there. Again, he's fairly low owned as well around my rank, and yeah, happy to see him, get a goal. And then Darwin, finally bring him in, and he does deliver for me. Bit of a fortunate goal for Darwin, but you can't knock his his work rate really, and he's always trying to chase every ball. And for those that didn't watch the goal, it was a bit of a mistake from the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper's got the ball, and then Darwin's closing down. He whacks it onto Darwin, hits Darwin, and goes in. So it's a bit of a lucky goal, but I think Darwin deserves that luck because I think he's been a bit unlucky this season with a lot of the shots that he's had. And for whatever reason, they're not gone in. But today he did go in for Darwin, so he cocomes over with a 6-pointer. So all in all, it's been a fantastic week. That is 77 points for me, all out. I'm just getting 20 points off the bench. So 57 plus Garnacho and Van Heck hauls on the bench. It couldn't go any better, the wild card. So yeah, that is 77 points. Massive green arrow. My rank before the games tonight. So I was on a red arrow. So just to let you guys know what happened. On Tuesday, I was on a green arrow. But then Wednesday came. Man City had just smashed Aston Villa 4-1. Foden had just scored. That Foden haul, the hat-trick, put me on a red arrow to like 140k. And then today's 2 games put me on a massive green because obviously it goes Garnacho and Van Heck mainly, the auto subs, and then Darwin getting a goal as well. So ended up getting a huge green all the way from like 140k to you're looking at 82,000 now, which is my overall rank. And I've broken in finally to the top 100k. It took some time, but I had a feeling I'd do it when I get the wild card. And yeah, it's just paid off. So I'm very, very happy with the way it's gone. Obviously, and I've still got a few chips left to play, free hit in 34, and then bench boost to come as well, hopefully. But yeah, can't really complain. Great week, and I'm looking forward to Gameweek 32 and the way I'm lining up the team.
Yeah, I think now there's only a 14-point gap between me and Huss now. So he's 14 points behind me, which is that's tight now. it was a
I think it was
wider
like
gap.
50 points once.
Yeah, it was like 40 or 50, and now there's a massive swing now, almost.
Mm.
But it will be
Yeah,
interesting.
we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's still, about 7 game weeks or whatever it is, 8 game weeks left to go. It's double still to come. So I'm excited to see how the season ends. Hopefully, I'm looking at 50K next and see if I can go. I mean, I had a slow start to the season. I think I was 5 million rank during like game week 5 or game week 6. So it wasn't start. I didn't have a good start, but yeah. Yeah, let us know how you guys did in chat as well. Let's read a few of your comments out. So, Mr. Jobs, I sold Foden when you told me to sell Solanke instead.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate, Mr. Jobs.
I actually had Foden as an ignore, I believe. But I did say if you have him, don't sell him. Because there's always that potential he could go big against Villa. Chief says, congrats on breaking into top 100K, Huss. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it. Robert says, hi, guys.
Hi, Robert.
Yusuf, on 62 points and not having Foden this week killed my game week. I thought that as well. I thought not having Foden was going to destroy my game week. But then obviously, Garnacho, I did not expect that. Getting 2 goals, which is sort of offset the Foden haul for myself. Yusuf, seems like it's time to get rid of Son, but for who is the question? We'll come on to that in a sec. Michael says, planning ahead of double game week 34, so should I get Mateta or Cunha? We'll come on to that as well in a sec. And Kwanda's also joined, says, good evening, lads. Good evening to you, Kwanda. Also, guys, make sure you do like the stream when you are coming in. It really helps support the channel. So all your likes are appreciated. And also make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you are enjoying the content. So, Jordan, let's pull up your bus team for game week 32, and then I'll do the same in a sec. Just read us through your first 11 and initial thoughts in terms of transfer plans as well, because it is a short deadline on Saturday.
Yeah, very fast swing deadline. So in goal, I have Leno. No choice really. Area is out injured, so he probably won't play against Wolves. The back three looks much better in terms of fixtures. Doughty, Branthwaite, and Gabriel. I think I'm more happy this week compared to last with those. Midfield 5, Foden, Salah, Palmer, Saka, and Son. And up front, we've got Haaland and Muniz as the forward lineup. And on the bench, I've got one playing player, and that is Semenyo, who's got also Luton away. But I think I'll keep him on the bench for now. And as you can see, there is some flags still remaining in my team, mostly for my defenders. 2 of my defenders are flagged, and 1 of my goalkeepers and 1 of the midfield. That means Saka in the starting 11. In terms of transfer plans, though, let me just go to the transfer page quickly.
Also, Saka should be fine. I think he was more of just a rest. So Saka flag, I wouldn't worry about that. I believe he will start against Brighton.
Yeah, he should be fine against Brighton, hopefully. In terms of transfer plans, I got 0.1 million in the bank, so not much really money to go with.
Can't really go where much.
No, and I got 1 free transfer because I took a hit this game week. So I will make a defender transfer. I'll probably take Ake out because he's the most expensive defender I have who's injured. In terms of replacements, I'm still thinking because of this. I'm still processing, obviously, after that game week, what my transfer plans are. But I will be making a defender transfer. It just depends on who I'm thinking of bringing in just for that bench cover because I've only got Semenyo available on there. And I want to get rid of these flags as well that have been haunting me for these past 2 game weeks. The initial thoughts for a player that I'm thinking of bringing in, I have thought about Gusto because he does have Sheffield United, but the only problem with Gusto, well, he should be fine because he did play 74 minutes just in that game. So, yeah, I might bring him in for, obviously, Ake, and probably play him instead of Doughty in that sense. So, because yes, Sheffield, you expect a clean sheet, but with Chelsea, you never know. But that's most likely going to be my transfer. He's cheaper as well. That saves me a little bit more money, 0.8 million as well. So little bit more money to obviously spend around elsewhere, but that is looking like my transfers this week. It's pretty simple, no hits, thankfully for this week, and yeah, I think that's a pretty straightforward transfer for me.
Fair enough. So you're looking at Aki to Gusto, possibly.
Yeah, possibly Ake to
Okay.
Gusto.
Okay, interesting. I'll pull up my team. What I'm looking at, what I'm lining up as this week. Just bear with me for a second. Let me zoom in for you guys. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Zoom in a bit more. There you go. This is what my team currently looks like, guys. So in goal, I do have Petrovic, the Chelsea goalkeeper, who's got Sheffield away. I'm not sure if Chelsea can keep a clean sheet. I don't trust them defensively, but we'll have to see. A back three, I've got Udogi, who's got Forest. I've got Nuri, who's got West Ham, and I've got Gabriel, who's got Brighton away. Now, I do have a bit of a benching headache. So Gusto has Sheffield away. So I'm not sure who to bench this week in terms of my defense. Who would you bench out of those 4 players? Gusto, Gabriel, Nuri, and Udogi.
I would bench Udogi.
Mm.
I think that's the easy pick, because Spurs' defense, I don't trust it. Doggy attacking threat is not that significant in games, so I'll probably take my chances with Gusto in case he can get a clean sheet, because I don't really see one against the Nottingham Forest one for Spurs.
I'll probably play Gusto, to be honest, but I'll have to find a way. It's either Udogi or maybe even Nuri. I know he just scored a goal. I'm not sure. It's a tough one. I'm not sure. That's why I am stuck on it.
The reason why I wouldn't go Nuri, because I like how forward he gets and the chances he creates for himself. And obviously he just scored from the last game. Even though he has West Ham at home, I still fancy my chances of his attacking threat, even though he doesn't get a clean sheet over Udogi, which I think lacks both of them.
Yeah, in terms of Gabriel as well, I don't expect a clean sheet from Arsenal, to be honest. I think Brighton will score, and I think that's one of the trickier games Arsenal have left. So I don't see a clean sheet for Arsenal this game week. But I ain't gonna bench Gabriel. I think it's too risky with his ownership. But it'll probably be Udogi I bench for Gusto. I'm not sure yet. Moving into the midfield 4, I've got Palmer, Saka, Son, and Salah. I don't know if you've selected captain at the moment. Have you got a captain for 31?
Oh yeah, let me just switch over to the other screen. I do have a captain. I think I have it on Palmer, but after that game week, that's going to be a bit obvious that everyone is really going to...
Palmer before this game week, before the hat-trick, or...
Yes, I was initially, but now I think I want to go different.
You had it on... You've got it on Salah at the moment.
Oh, I didn't save, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, it's currently on Palmer now, and yeah, I don't know who else I could really captain apart from maybe Salah against Man United away, especially after that result. But
you think you'll go Palmer?
I think I'll go Palmer. I could even potentially go Muniz to go different again. I don't really want to go for a captain that a lot of people are looking at.
Fair enough. Well, coming back to my team, at the moment, I've got the captain's armband on Salah, but I'm not sure if I'll go Salah captain yet. I'm not 100% decided on it. I could go Salah or Palmer. I think Palmer is Sheffield. Sheffield have just conceded 3 goals to Liverpool. Chelsea have just scored 4 against Man United. So I'm not ruling out Palmer. We know Palmer's on penalties. The Chelsea do seem to get quite a lot of penalties as well. I mean, Salah has a great record against Man United as well. So it is a tough one, Salah's Palmer. I think those are the 2 standout ones. I think Son against Forest could be really good. And I think most people are going to be put off Son after he's blank. And I think if you want to risk it, Son against Nottingham Forest, I think it could be a decent punt. I think the most popular ones are going to be Salah or Palmer. I have a feeling Palmer might be the most popular pick this week, but we'll have to wait and see, especially after Salah's blank this week, going off after 60 minutes. That might put people off. If Salah got a haul today, maybe more people would have captained him, but I think more people will go to Palmer now, especially after his hat-trick, but we'll have to see.
You know what would be typical is if a lot of us do captain Palmer this week and he ends up getting the 2 points like Salah has this week after his hat-trick.
And then Salah goes to Old Trafford and gets like a hat-trick or something and smashes Man United. That would not be surprised me. That's why I'm not completely ruling out me captaining Salah at the moment. Let us know who you guys are thinking though for Game Week 32. Who are you going to captain, guys? Are you looking at Salah against Man United, or you got Palmer against Sheffield United. Up front, I think Haaland against Palace, he's going to come back straight into the team. It's funny, a lot of us aren't, last season it was perma captain Haaland. Don't even think about anyone else apart from Haaland. I mean, maybe are we underlooking Haaland? I mean, we've spoke about Salah and Palmer as the options. Do you think Haaland is a captaincy candidate for this week?
I don't know if Haaland, I know he hasn't played games here and there, but he has sort of dropped off a slight bit. And I think that's made us look elsewhere for captaincies, because look at the last time he scored, that was against Man United, where he got 6 points. Before that, Bournemouth, 5 points for the assist. And before that, Brentford, 8 points. He hasn't really got a double haul since 24 against Everton. So he has been ticking along nicely, getting points here and there. But other players like Palmer, Saka, etc., in the past few game weeks have been getting double-digit hauls mostly every week. And I think we've looked elsewhere because of that constant return from that midfield rather than any much from the forward line like Haaland. And obviously people are still, who haven't got Haaland in the team yet, are still bringing them in, etc., from obviously when they have the blank.
I mean, this is my first week having Haaland in my team in a while. And obviously he goes and gets benched. So, yeah, I think Haaland's still got the capability of getting a haul against Palace, but I don't think he's going to be popular as a captain, personally. But we'll have to see. So to complete the team, I've got Isak, who's got Fulham away. I think it's a decent fixture for Isak. I'm looking forward to see what he can do, especially, 2 goals in 2 game weeks. So 3 goals in 2 game weeks now for Isak. So it's nice to see. I'm glad I have him on the wild card. And then Darwin to complete the team. Darwin did play the full game today. So we'll have to see whether he starts. I believe he will start. I think if there were any doubts in people's mind, Darwin for me is firmly first choice for Liverpool. If he's fit, he's Liverpool's number 9, and I expect him to start against Man United. On the bench, I've got Kelleher, who's got Man United away. I've decided to play Petrovic. I've got Gusto, who I'll probably start ahead of Udogie at the moment. I'm not sure. Garnacho will be on my bench, I believe. Got Liverpool at home. It's a tougher fixture, even though he just scored 2 goals against Chelsea. Then Van Heck, last bench. He's got Arsenal at home. So that's the team, guys. In terms of transfers, I've got 1 free transfer. I don't know how much money I have on the bank. Let me have a look. Transfers. I've got 0.6 in the bank, so I've got a decent amount. I'm thinking to roll, personally.
Yeah, you could roll with that team. There's not really anything you need to change, really. You got a benching headache slightly with Gusto.
Gusto, yeah.
You're in a good position to roll.
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll this week and then go into game week 33 with 2 free transfers. And I'm going to use the 2 transfers in game week 33 because obviously I'm going to have to free hit in 34. So game week 33, I'll take a bit of a punt somewhere. Don't know yet. But yeah, I think I'm in a decent spot to roll this week, which is expected after a wild card, because when you wild card, you expect to have a good team for the next couple of weeks. So I put myself in a decent position in that regard. But yeah, in terms of the fixtures, I can bring them up quickly. We can discuss. Quick turnaround, isn't it? Very quick turnaround.
Oh yeah, it's very, very quick turnaround.
Game week 32. Wow, a lot of games on Saturday. 7 games on Saturday. So, Palace, Man City, you'd expect Man City to win. You got Villa, Brentford should be a good one. Watkins could be back against Tony. You got Everton, Burnley, Fulham, Newcastle. We'll have to see what Isak does. Luton, Bournemouth. You got Wolves, West Ham. You got Brighton against Arsenal. I think it's going to be an interesting game for sure. And then on Sunday, you got the big one, Liverpool away to Man United at Old Trafford. You got Sheffield against Chelsea. And then you've got obviously Spurs at home to Forest as well. Some interesting games in Game Week 32. Anyone you look at? I mean, obviously the Sunday game against Liverpool, Man United. I'm sure that's probably the game of the pick of the game.
Yeah, very important game for the title race and for Man United to reclaim a bit of
yeah, I mean after the way they lost, I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know what you're going to get from that game now, because the way the Man United lost, the way Liverpool won as well, like quite a late win for Liverpool. So it's going to be interesting to see. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, I'll let you get your charger, Jordan.
Yeah,
Um,
I will drop out slightly, so you will swap down to my screen while I'm getting my charger.
yeah, no worries. We're gonna wrap it up anyway soon. The stream, so it won't take too long. We'll wrap the stream up in about in a few moments.
Okay.
But yeah, we won't be too long, guys. Obviously, we thought we'd do this stream for you guys just to let you know how we've done this game week. Obviously, it's been a mad game week, to say the least. Obviously, sorry, Michael, not ignoring you. I would probably get. Let me have a look. Game week 34. I like Palace. I like Mateta. I prefer Mateta, I think. If I had to pick one, Michael, I'd go Mateta over Cunha. Because one of the fixtures for Cunha is Arsenal, which I'm not sure about. And then Mateta's got Newcastle at home. At least Mateta has 2 home games, whereas Wolves do have a home game against Arsenal and then an away game. Sorry, they have 2 home games as well, my bad. But one of them is Arsenal, which is a tougher game on paper. So I think I would edge towards Mateta. Yeah. Or Eze,
Oh,
if you can get an Eze in or someone like that.
I just felt double game at 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the looks of Eze and Mateta as a punt for that double game week. Yes, obviously either one has 2 chances to score or get something out of those 2 fixtures. Not bad ones either.
Yeah, I'm going to start planning my free hit as well for Gaming 34. Obviously, I am going to free hit that week. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how if managers play chips or if managers don't play chips and things like that. But yeah, I think that's everything in regards to game week 31. I think we will do some more streams. I think we're going to be back tomorrow for another double stream, possibly ahead of game week 32. And then we're back on Saturday morning for a deadline stream. I think this is the final midweek fixture set. Everything else now is a Saturday game, so back to normal weekly streams, back to normal schedule. But it's been a quick turnaround. Michael said thoughts on Robertson. I mean, I thought he was great when he came on. Added some pace to Liverpool's attack. Got the assist for Gakpo's header. Looked good as well. So yeah, I think he's a good option. Will he start against Old Trafford? I would be starting him if I was Klopp, but we don't know. Kwanda says game week 34, bench boost, 37 free hit.
Interesting. Bench boost on the 34.
I prefer it the other way personally.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Yeah, it's different for sure. I think that's everything from us. As far as we're aware, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless you want to add anything else, Jordan, anything else you want to speak about, or
I think pretty much it really. I'm still literally in shock. So yeah, in terms of what else I could add on to that, I might be short.
What's your prediction for this weekend though? Do you think Man United will bounce back and raise their level like we saw in the FA Cup, where they will raise it?
I think that's going to be the annoying thing though for Man United fans. They are going to probably raise the bar when it comes to Liverpool because it's that rivalry, the biggest rivalry arguably in the Premier League between these 2 clubs. And yeah, probably Man United will turn up for the Old Trafford game despite their previous results against Brentford, where they bottled that draw. Obviously, they drew against Brentford and then horrifically lost against Chelsea when they could have got their 3 points from them. And in the last few minutes, in both games as well, extra time, they throw it away. But it's going to be different against Liverpool because they drew against them last time. Potentially, can they do it again?
Yeah, I would be very, very upset or annoyed, I should say, if Liverpool don't win against Man United, because I don't think Man United are very good at football. And we should be beating them if we have any hope of winning the league. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it should be a good one nonetheless.
Yeah, I think Man United fans will be upset as well because it'll be unconvincing, the draw, and it won't be justified in the way they're playing at the moment if they get a draw from Liverpool.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it though, and all FPL, see how our teams do. But yeah, guys, it's been a fantastic game week for myself. Anyway, I'm very glad where it's gone this week into the top 100k. It's getting good now. This part of the season is where there's big swings either way. So tune in, stay tuned, guys. A lot of videos to come. Stay subscribed. Make sure you do hit the like button as well if you are enjoying the content. We're out. we just thought we'd do a little 40-minute stream. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share the stream on your socials as well if you can. Thank you for watching, and peace out.
Yes, take care, guys. See you tomorrow.